joint, I fuck guys bigger than you.
What the hell are we waiting for? Hey, did Dirt just say he used to fuck guys?
Jimmy Palumbo's in here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
First of all, yesterday's game was the ultimate.
Involved.
That was the ultimate getting involved. Getting involved. Getting involved.
Look who's on the line.
Who?
Your buddy Artie.
Hey, get him on.
Let's get him on. He's raging tonight. What's up, Artie? Happy New Year, brother.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, Art? What are you doing?
Hey, I still don't have Sirius in my fucking house, but I was in my car. I went to see my bookie, and we were listening to you guys while he paid me off my fucking money for the Giant game. Fucking that was the most pleasurable experience watching the Giants lose ever, because I had them at 13.5.
So did I. I had them at 13.5, and I said I was the only guy on SNY Friday. Not only did I say they'd cover the bet, I said they'd win outright. And so when I watched the game, I just laughed all night. The fact that they lost meant nothing to me. I won the bet.
Well, this guy, you know, Sam Simon, the guy from The Simpsons, who's a friend of the show, he's great at handicapping, like, football, pro football. And when I met him out in L.A., he would fucking break all these bookies. They would go out of business. And he called me the day before the game, and he's like, I'm telling you, every once in a while he has like a lock, and he goes, the fucking Giants it's at Giant Stadium. They're a big fucking underdog, and you know they're going to come out going, you know, they're going to play to spoil it, and to definitely cover. And he was right, so fuck it.
Have you been betting on the bowl games at all, Artie?
No, I don't know shit about college football. I'm not into that rah-rah shit. I don't like all that stuff.
I've been hitting games left and right.
I know that's your expertise, but I like pro football. But Jimmy will tell you, Jimmy's got some great stories about me losing gambling. But
Artie getting phone calls early in the morning. It's a lock. Air Force.
The worst thing ever was New Year's Eve. Jimmy will remember this. New Year's Eve, 1992, going into '93. I bet the Liberty Bowl. Air Force getting 9 points from Ole Miss. And this kid, who we all thought was kind of connected, in the afternoon, I was working construction with my uncle, and I came to the bar, and this kid who managed the bar claimed he knew a guy in Vegas. He had a contact in Vegas, and he said, it's a definite. They're not gonna score. What was it? They were getting 9, and
they had a high scoring offense, and
right. But what did the guy say? He goes, no. He said that Ole Miss is not going to score more than 13 points. That's what he said. He had that number, and instead of taking the under like a jerk off, I figured the Air Force would definitely cover. Get 9 if Ole Miss is only going to fucking score 13. We go to this party at this place, and I get ossified drunk, and Ole Miss wins 13-0, and they covered, and but it was so eerie. They only scored 13 points. The kid was right.
Tell them the story about the game. Do you remember the game when you won all the money in the NCAA basketball championship? It was like the week after I started on the channels, and you took who was it? It was the Florida game.
That was 16. Yeah, that was 16 grand. That was
a lot of money.
Yeah, what the hell was the story with that? That was...
Who'd they beat, Lou? Do you even remember?
Well,
Michigan State?
I was there for Artie's infamous Holyfield Tyson fight in Vegas.
What happened there?
That was
Me and Artie were cheering because Tyson lost, jumping up and down, and Artie goes, Jimmy, I bet Tyson. I was like, how much?
The first Tyson Holyfield fight in Vegas, that's the event that led up to me getting arrested at Mad TV.
Artie at the airport, laying on the floor in the middle of the airport. I'm rolling him to the wall, and security guards going by, and I'm like, he's all right, I got him. And then some little kid comes over and says, Dad, that's Artie Lange from Mad TV. Artie's got shit on his face. I got him rolled into the wall just to hold...
Well, it was, so I bet all this money on Tyson. I thought Tyson was going to kill him. I lost another $3,000 at the tables. I scored all this fucking blow in Vegas. And you talk about shit that just, you had like an angel looking down on you. I took cocaine on the 1 a.m. flight from Vegas to L.A., and I'm in the fucking bathroom almost the whole flight doing coke off my fucking keys. And we land in L.A., and I go to work the next day. I had like a network read-through for Mad TV. I go in the same clothes. I wasn't asleep. That night, the fucking Rockets were playing the Lakers, and I hated the Lakers. The Lakers were giving the Rockets 9 in Houston. That was, when Shaq just started to dominate. They covered, so the total loss was like $23,000. I got more coke, and I was up for 3 straight days. I went to rehearsals in the same clothes every day, and finally they got we were waiting for me on the last day.
What's worse?
Artie almost got arrested at the Mirage because he was causing trouble, and the guy said,
what happened was I was betting 25 red every fucking. I had these chips. I was putting like $50 chips, or no, it was like $100 chips on 25 red, and I was being loud and. The fucking guy comes over and gets me in a headlock and says you got to leave because you're loud, and doesn't let me bet the next round. And 25 red hits. I would have put $100 on it, and what's that? 36-1. Yep. And I blamed the guy for costing me the money, and I started taking swings at the security.
I got him outside by telling him there's a diner outside, and they have Taylor ham, egg, and cheese sandwiches. And for a brief moment, Artie was like, let's get some of those. And we went outside, and then he ran back in.
Is there anything worse than sitting on a plane, Artie, when you're completely lit out of your mind and you're tripping and paranoid and think that people are the stewardesses and everybody know you're high and you're just tripping your balls off?
Everybody. I knew for a fact. I was so bad at the airport, and I didn't tell anybody I had gotten blow. But I
didn't know he was on coke.
I knew for a fact that I couldn't get through the flight, because of just what you're talking about. So I said, "Fuck it." I was so self-destructive at that point. I just took it on with me, and it's one of those things where you don't try. Sometimes you get away with shit. So I couldn't sit down for longer than a few minutes, and I'd go in the bathroom. And it was that 1 a.m. Vegas to L.A. flight where there's that Burger King in Vegas airport.
Right.
And I try to get a double Whopper while those awful slot machines are making noise. Everybody's broke. That 1 a.m. Vegas to L.A. flight I did several times, broke and so fucked up, and that was
how much money do you think that you've lost over the last, let's say, 10 years, Artie?
$150,000
betting on sports, where you could have bought easily, bought a house or two.
Well, I've had a couple of big wins in there that cuts into it, but I'm definitely down money. I would say
you're definitely down money.
Yeah, but when we first met, I was gambling all the time, but I didn't have enough money. I used to love when I had a bad gambling problem was when I had $500 to my name. I would like to put $1,000 on a game. That was action. That was great.
Yeah, well, 15 years ago, actually, in ratio, he was worse than now.
Yeah, but
he would take $20 from his mother to get into the city to go on an audition with me, and he would have $40 on a game or $50 on a game. I'm like, Art, you just borrowed $20 from your mom to get into the city, and he always left a little for some tequila.
Well, yeah. So then I would say I'm probably down between 150 and 200 for the whole life.
Well, that's not that bad when you think about it. Now,